in an ongoing effort to get you fired up about golf and your health. Be inspired not only by what other people do, but what you can do. It's really exciting. It was so exciting this past week to watch the Big Four, Lee Trevino, Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, and Arnold Palmer play together last time in the Insperity Legends golf tournament. It can inspire us all, and it should. And let's see what golf can do in your life and what it can do for your holistic health. Gary Player, one of the Big Four, is one of the most amazing. At 78 years old. They make fun of him a little bit for the way he eats and the way he works out, but he's still playing golf and playing at a pretty high level, and that's amazing. Be that as it may, the Big Four are still the Big Four. There's never been four people that have impacted golf more than these four men, and it's amazing. About this 545-yard par 5, number 1 at Kings Ridge, the Kings course in Claremont, Florida. Well, let's see how my drive goes. You see they got the trap all the way down on the right. You can't go over it from one end to the other. That'd be well over 300 yards. So you got to stay to the left of it. It's amazing. I've played this hole several times, and it lines you up, kind of suckers you into lining up right, and you put it in that trap unless you hit the ball with a right to left for sure. So I'm going to aim a little bit more left, and let's see what happens. I always try to stay well hydrated and drink plenty of water during a round of golf. I don't use sunblock until the backside so that we're able to get enough vitamin D synthesized from sun and no sunblock on, and then just have fun. Boy, I don't know if you can see that track in the sand, but I hit it almost dead straight, just barely caught the right side of it, and it went in here. I got about 255 yards to that flag stick up there. So anyway, let's just see how this shot turns out. Since the game of golf cannot be won, it can only be played. Have fun. Back there, I hit a tailor-made 7 fairway wood, and you know, it was down below my feet and things like that. I hit it in the fairway, but I hit it pretty much straight down here and right to here. And let's see, what do I have here distance wise? I actually have to check that out. So anyway, let's see how this next shot. It didn't hurt me. I just didn't hit it very long, and of course that's why they call them hazards. You can't ground your club in it or anything. So got a little short shot here to the par 5 green. See you in a minute. Most people that are really good at the game of golf eventually spend about 70% of their time working on their short game, about 120 yards in, and it really makes a lot of sense to me too. 117 yard shot. I used a pitching wedge, and as you can see, I'm hole high, 10 feet or so. So it's a good thing. I hit it lower, flighted it a little bit, and it was even lower than I thought it would be, but it worked out okay. Let's see what happens with the putt. It has 15 feet and it had about a 7-foot break, so I'm down below the hole now. You can win a golf tournament, and if you play, you're supposed to play your best. And there's a lot of people that have done that. Get your sun, have your fun in the fresh air and good fellowship while you're at it. Bubba Watson has won his 2nd Masters tournament in the last 2 years. What an amazing accomplishment. His wife keeps him on track by quoting scripture to him and encouraging him in lots of other ways too. What do you do to stay on track and be encouraged? Lexi Thompson at 19 just won her first major tournament. What an amazing accomplishment, winning the Nabisco Dinah Shore at such a young age. So whether it's Gary Player at 78 in amazing health and still playing amazing golf that inspires you, or maybe it's somebody else. Consider Kathy Whitworth, 75 years of age and the first woman to make $1 million in golf. She's won 88 LPGA tournaments and 98 worldwide, and nobody may ever catch her, man or woman, with that record. It's most important what you do late in the game. And usually putting is the last thing that you do during a round of golf on any hole. So let's see how I did on my last putt. That 3-foot putt went right in, so I poured it. Now consider the rarely taught post-shot routine. After you make a shot, you decide whether it was the right thing to do or whether you could have improved. And it's just like with your holistic health. Sometimes you eat things and you feel really bad. There's a reason for that. Take note of it and make the corrections in it. And don't do it again, or do less of it and try to help yourself to get better.